Hey everybody, it's Rory from A&S Gear, and we're going to look at a brand new mask from Dye today. This is the new Dye i5. So everybody's been waiting to check this mask out, and from what I've seen and what I've felt and just playing around with it for the little bit that I have, it's well worth the wait. It's a great mask. All the complaints that I would have had with the i4, very much addressed in the i5. I think the biggest complaint for most people on the i4 was it's just overall size. It's a great fitting mask, great feeling mask. It's just small, which for some players is great. Tight profile, and it keeps them, I don't know, feeling like they're maybe a little bit more connected to their gun maybe, or a little bit closer to their equipment. But for me, it was just a little bit too small in the jawline and in the chin. Just really didn't give me the coverage that I was looking for. And it felt a little tight. I will admit that it felt compact. This one's perfect, really. Fits the way it should, or the way I think it should. You know, I mean, obviously everybody's face is different, so everybody's gonna have a different opinion on that. But the way I think it should fit, it really does. The strap system, which we'll talk about on the back, looks cumbersome. It's not. You don't feel it back there, but you feel how wide the strap is on the back, and it feels like it's giving you that support that a two-strap version would, but not having to monkey around with two straps. And then, I mean, the other stuff is just icing on the cake for what really is a very solid mask. So just for comparison's sake, I have, let's see if I can kind of let you guys check this out, an i4 right here, and then the i5 right here. It is definitely, overall, they say it's 20% bigger, but it doesn't feel bigger. It really feels as compact as the other one without feeling, I don't know if that makes sense. It's compact and tight without feeling compact and tight. But when you hold them side by side and look at them, you can see the difference in where the bottom goes. And let me see if I can line these up here. How the bottoms go. The earpieces, where the earpiece comes down and sits along the bottom, the jawline right there, it really covers everything that it should. Now, if you have a gigantic head, maybe it's not going to fit you like it's going to fit other people. But for average players, really is going to fit the bill. So really just for demonstration purposes or comparison purposes right there. We'll set that over there and just look at this one right here. So using the same lens that they used before, they call it their, they have like an actual name for their lens, which I don't think anybody ever knew. The Horizon 290 lens system. It's the same lens that was in the i4. Great optical clarity, spherical, no spherical distortion through it, hard-coated lens on the front, thermal protection. It's got everything, dual paint. So the lens really hasn't changed any. So same style lens, compatible with either one. So there is no specific i5 lens. Take a look at that there. Now the front right here, as you can see, they've changed the front venting. It's supposed to help dissipate heat and moisture quicker, but be super easy to talk through. So if you're having to just scream as loud as you can and people still aren't hearing you, these new blades that they've designed into the front here are supposed to let your voice come through cleaner and make it easier and less challenging to talk to people. And that also goes for the earpieces on the back. The way they've cut these holes, they've got kind of like a ridge, almost like a scoop to them. So they're gonna help get that noise, whatever that noise happens to be, whether it be somebody running you down, maybe somebody yelling at you, somebody trying to get your attention, to get that information through the earpiece and into your ear so that you can hear better through there. So those two major changes in the earpiece, hearability, I don't even know if that's a word, and the venting through the front to make talking and listening easier through the mask. So you're not struggling with that. I think probably one of the major parts that everybody wants to see on this is this Pro Strap on the back, the GSR Pro Strap. No longer do you have to monkey around with two little straps or tabs that you're pulling over to the side and trying to figure out where you want it to sit. Putting it on, tightening it, taking it off, and then realizing you need to make it more tight. It just doesn't really work as good as it could. And it's a system that we've been using forever, and I'm surprised that nobody has ever thought of a better idea to make that work. But this really works. You just put it on your head and tighten it. You don't need to preset it like you kind of do with the sliding ones. You kind of have to put it on, tighten it up, take it off. Put it on, tighten it up, take it off. This one, you just put it on and you tighten it up and you just turn while it's on your head, and it will compress down. It'll actually yeah, you probably can't see it very well, but you can see it coming in and gathering up both sides right there and just making it tight. And if you are too tight, then turn it the other direction and you can see it loosening up right there, coming apart. So it's easy to adjust while it's on your head, so you're not worrying about it not fitting the same off as it does on. And then the padding itself, the backside has got good padding on it, so if you get domed in the back of the head, it's not going to hurt. They're giving you protection while utilizing a strap. And then on the inside here, a nice, large, soft, rubberized pad. So it actually is formed kind of spherically, or concave, I guess, to fit the shape of your head. So it cradles the back of your head and really sits in the right spot so it's not sliding around, and it's got this kind of, I don't want to call it tacky, but grippy foam on the back of it, so it's comfortable and it doesn't move. So it's wide to keep it in place, comfortable and easily adjustable, which is what every mask strap should be. So great mask setup in that I guess that look. Chinstrap. The chinstrap is padded, which is great. It's got like a microfiber terry cloth to it. Snaps together on the bottom. I know chin strapping is really becoming mandatory now, so it's good that it's in there. Obviously it should be, but it's good that they're focusing on it and trying to play it up a little bit rather than just putting a piece of nylon in there and calling it a strap. And then on the inside of the earpieces, which is different for these ones, I'm going to show you these earpieces inside here. It was just flat, kind of a flat backing to just the foam right there. These ones actually have a pad in them. I don't know if you can see it. You might be able to. But right there, there's actually, let me do this, bring it out. There we go. There's a terry cloth or microfiber coated pad, which is going to help rest against your chin or cheek or wherever it happens to set and really be comfortable. So I like that feature. It doesn't feel like it's too much. There were some masks that came out a while back that had way too much padding on the inside of the ear and on the inside of the chin area, and it just didn't feel comfortable. These, perfect amount, really makes it feel nice. And then another feature that people have wanted for all masks really over time is a way to change the foam out. The foam gets nasty, it gets dirty, it gets sweaty, it falls apart over time. So having a way to replace that without having to buy a new goggle is really key. And they've done that too. So now you have replaceable foam in these masks as well. Multi-layer open cell foam with a terry cloth backing to it. So you have the nice soft foam that you should get, but you have a comfortable interface between your face and the foam itself. So it's not going to feel scratchy or anything like that. And it comes off rather easily. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this off so you guys can check it out. All right, so this is just gonna snap off and on. Get a hold of it and pull it off of there. And there you go. Can't tell you how many masks I've owned as long as I've been playing paintball, where I probably would still have them if I could have replaced the foam in them. Some things they think about now, you know? So that's easy. You see all the little tabs on there? It just locks in, rolls out, easy to remove, easy to replace. So I'm gonna leave that out while we look at kind of the other things on here. Lenses, getting them in, getting them out. Let's take the lens out. There's a whole new kind of tab structure inside these masks. The original i4, you had to push a little lock tab down and then slide the whole piece forward, which is kind of what you do in this one. But now you have two lock tabs at the top. So one here and one underneath down here. You're gonna push these two down, and it's gonna let you slide this blue, they call it cyan, a little retainer tab forward. So after doing it multiple times and talking to the guys at Dye, kind of decided that the easiest way to do it is push the top one down first and then rotate the front forward. Trying to do them both at the same time can be a little tricky. So we've slid this one forward. Now we're gonna do the bottom one. So push it in, push it forward. So it only really moves maybe, you know, a 1/16 of an inch or so, not very far. And then at that point, once we've slid it forward, we can actually take the whole tab and rotate it up. It's hinged, so it stays in place. Once we've hinged it forward, you can see this little hook that's right here is very similar to the hook that is in the original i4. And that's what actually locks on to the mask square, the mask slot, and holds the lens in place. I shouldn't say the mask, the lens slot, and holds the lens in place. So that's why we need to slide it forward first and then swivel it out. So it releases from the slot on the lens, swivels forward and gets out of the way, and then we can slide the lens out. So let's do the same thing to the other side. Top. And then the bottom. That chin strap out of the way. All right. Then we can rotate. And once we've rotated both pieces in and we know that they're free of the lens, we can just pop it right out. Makes it super easy to change out. Now at this point, we could do some other things too. If you want to have some sort of footage captured of you playing, you want to wear a GoPro or some sort of sports camera of that site, they've actually integrated that into the mask. So where is it? Where did I put it? Here it is. So it comes with this little adapter piece right here. This die jewel is removable. So either side is removable. If you don't like it to be on the right, you can put it on the left. It doesn't matter. Either one. Now to take this off, you can use a coin. I'm going to use a little just pointy pair of pliers here. And you're going to rotate this little blue cap. And that will release this logo right here. So it pops out. Now we can take this and we can put it in. Like that. Then we are going to take, if we were done, we would take this and put it back over the top. I don't think, oh it does. It has to have a hole in the middle of it. So we can put this back on and then reattach it and still get an Allen key through it. So let's put that back on there. Like that. And then let's lock this back into place. Like that. So now our mount point is on there. So depending on what you're going to put on there, if you had one that was going to do like an adhesive version, you would want to take this screw out before you put it on there, obviously. But since we're going to use a GoPro right here, we have the GoPro tripod mount right there. So if you have just a GoPro and this piece, it won't mount up because I'm pretty sure none of the versions of the GoPro actually have the tripod mount built into them. It is a separate piece that you would want to buy. Now you could do it with this one, put it on there, and that's the quick release one where this will slot in and just quick release in and out. You could do it that way. This one's a little bit tighter profile, so we're gonna use this one. So we're gonna put this on here. And take this, and I'm just gonna kind of do it real quick so you can see it. Let's see here, there we go. All right, so now obviously now it's not completely in or anything. I'm just putting it on there so we can kind of get an idea of what it's gonna look like. And you wouldn't wanna tighten it down all the way right away because you wanna make sure that it's not like pointing up at the sky or anything like that. So we put that on there, put that through there, and then put this back through here. And there you go. Integrated camera setup on there, which is awesome. Everybody's putting GoPros and action cams and whatever's on their replays on their mask. And they're always, pretty much always having to fabricate or rig some sort of system to keep it on there. By them realizing that there is a market for people putting cameras on masks, integrating it into the mask itself it's smart, is what it is. So people aren't like, I know I had to do on one of my masks, I had to use like metal wire and a thing and tie it all on. It was just stupid. So having this on there already, it really is pretty sweet. So that's your i5 right there. Let me go through the checklist real quick so that we didn't miss anything. I don't want to short these guys. Oh, probably one of the biggest things that I forgot to tell you about is the e.voke. It's this little piece right here, and it replaces the blue tab on the left side. And this actually has the little clip on it, so it holds your lens in place. But this will talk to you. It will sync with your Moss Air M2s, and it will transmit data back and forth. It'll count G's for you. You have to physically tell it to count it. It doesn't automatically know somehow that you've shot somebody. But it does game timers, it does G counts, it does shot counts. So it'll tell you when you're getting low on paint, it'll tell you when your battery's low, it can tell you what your LPR and your HPR settings are, it tells you all sorts of stuff. It even gives you motivation. It'll tell you nice things in your ear to keep you motivated. And we'll do training. It'll tell you how to do training drills and stuff. So that fits inside there. We'll do a video on this just by itself coming up. All right, so e.voke compatible. Does all sorts of stuff right there. Just the overall protection, it's bigger, it's still lightweight, offers the protection that it needs to without feeling big and bulky. The strap we talked about on the back, the heads-up POV camera mount, revolutionary. What they call their Scream multi-directional venting, that's just the venting we talked about on the back. And then the sound catch holes on the back makes it easy so you can hear better. Ultralight construction, just super lightweight. Anatomical fit and function. You want a mask that fits most people's faces. So having something that is anatomically correct to a face, perfect. Soft touch multi-layer foam. We talked about the foam on the front or on the inside or in the removable foam. Rapid lens change. You can see how easy it was to change lenses in and out. Just really super simple. Anti-fog lenses, same lens that they've been using for the i4, so it's perfect. The earpieces. Soft compression foam earpieces, larger than before, obviously to fit the overall new size of the mask, and then super soft and comfortable, giving the same protection that they needed to. And then ASTM certified. They rate these at 2 times what is required from the ASTM, so you know that it is going to protect your face in every way possible. So the new i5 is pretty much one of the coolest masks out there. So I definitely recommend it. It fits, it functions, it works like it should. It's awesome. Check it out on the website. Look through it for all the colors that are available. Order your new Dye i5 mask through ansgear.com.